Here we are comparing coefficients to find the unknowns. See the first question. Find the values of the constants a, b, c and d in the following identity. 8x cubed plus 2x squared plus 5 is equal to ax plus b times 2x squared plus 4 plus cx plus d. So first I am going to remove the bracket. To compare the coefficients, removing bracket is not necessary. You can even do that without removing brackets. But I felt you might get confused. So right hand side I am going to remove the bracket. Ax times 2x squared 2ax cubed plus ax times 4 plus 4ax plus b times 2x squared plus 2bx squared plus b times 4 plus 4b and plus cx plus d. We just removed the bracket. Now let's compare the coefficients. First we will compare the coefficients of the term with the largest degree. Here it is x cubed. Comparing coefficients of x cubed. You see here on the left hand side LHS here. The coefficient of x cubed is 8. Now on the right hand side you check here. What's the coefficient of x cubed? Here we have only one term with the x cubed and the coefficient is 2a. So we get 8 is equal to 2a or 2a is equal to 8. That means a is equal to 8 divided by 2. That is 4. We got one unknown. A is equal to 4. Now we compare the coefficients of x squared. Comparing coefficients of x squared. You see on the left hand side the coefficient of x squared is 2. 2x squared it is, so the coefficient is 2. 2 is equal to, now on the right hand side what is the coefficient of x squared? Here you can see we have only one term with the x squared, that is 2bx squared. So the coefficient of x squared here is 2b. So b is equal to 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Now we will compare the coefficients of x. You see on the left hand side we don't have a term with the x. That means it is 0x, or the coefficient of x on the left hand side is 0 because we don't have a term with x. So 0 is equal to, on the right hand side you can see we have two terms with x. We have a 4ax and we have a cx. So that is 4ax plus cx. So we can rewrite it as 4a plus c times x when we take x out or when we factorize. So the coefficient of x on the right hand side is 4a plus c. So we can write 0 is equal to 4a plus c. Now you see we have already found the value of a is equal to 4, that we can substitute here. So 4a plus c is equal to 0. A is 4. 4 times 4. 16 plus c is equal to 0. That gives us c is equal to minus 16. See, we have got c also. Now we need to find d. We don't have enough space, so I'll be erasing this part. Now what we have to do? We have to compare the constants. On comparing constants, on the left hand side, LHS, you see the constant, that is the term without x, that is 5. 5 is equal to, now on the right hand side, what is the constant? We have two constants. We have 4b and d. So 5 is equal to 4b plus d. We have already got the value of b. B is equal to 1. We can substitute here. So 4 times 1, that is 4. 4 plus d is equal to 5. That gives us d is equal to 5 minus 4. That is 1. Now you see we got all the values. A is equal to 4, B is equal to 1, C is equal to minus 16 and D is equal to 1. Let's see another example. Find the values of the constants A, B, C, D and E in the following identity. 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 8x square plus 16x minus 2 is equivalent to ax square plus bx plus c times x square minus 3 plus dx plus e. So, to find the unknowns, we need to compare the coefficients. For that, I am going to remove the brackets of the right hand side. It's not necessary that you need to remove the bracket. Even without removing also you can do it. Ax square times x square, that is ax to the power 4. Ax square minus 3 minus 3 ax square. Now bx times x square plus bx times x square is plus bx cube plus bx times minus 3 minus 3bx plus c times x square plus c x square plus c times minus 3 minus 3c. Then we have plus dx plus e. Now let's start comparing the coefficients. First we will compare the coefficients of the terms with the largest degree. So here the largest degree is 4. So we will compare the coefficients of x to the power 4. Comparing coefficients of x to the power 4. On the left hand side you can see the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 3. On the right hand side you can see the coefficient of x to the power 4 is a. So we get a is equal to 3. Now we will compare the coefficients of x cube. Here the coefficient of x cube, on the left hand side it is, you see, minus 4x cube. So the coefficient of x cube is minus 4. Now on the right hand side, what is the coefficient of x cube? That is b. Only one term with x cube, that is b. So the coefficient of x cube is b. So b is equal to minus 4. Now we will compare the coefficients of x square. See, on the left hand side, the coefficient of x square is minus 8. You can see on the left hand side, the coefficient of x square is minus 8. On the right hand side, what is the coefficient of x square? We have two terms with x square. We have a minus 3x square and a cx square. So minus 3ax square plus cx square, that is minus 3a plus c times x square. So the coefficient of x square on the right hand side is minus 3a plus c. Now you see, already we got the value of a. A is 3. We can substitute it. So minus 8 is equal to minus 3 times 3, minus 9 plus c. So c is equal to minus 8 plus 9. Minus 8 plus 9, that is 1. So we are getting c is equal to 1. Now we will compare the coefficients of x. On the left hand side, you can see the coefficient of x is 16. On the right hand side, we can see we have two terms with x. One is minus 3bx and the other is dx. See, minus 3bx plus dx. So that is minus 3b plus d times x. So the coefficient of x is minus 3b plus d. Now you see, we have already got the value of b. b is minus 4. We can substitute it here. Minus 3 times minus 4 is 12. So 16 is equal to 12 plus d. That gives you d is equal to 4. So we got d is equal to 4. Now we need to find e also. For that we have to compare the coefficients of, no, we don't have anything remaining, so we have to compare the constants. So I'm going to remove this part. Compare constants. See, on the left hand side we have minus 2. On the right hand side, what we have? We have minus 3c plus e. The constants, we have minus 3c plus e on the right hand side. So we already know the value of c. C is 1. So minus 2 is equal to minus 3c plus e. Sorry, c is equal to 1. So minus 3 times 1. So that is a minus 3. So e is equal to 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we get e is equal to 1. Now you see we have found all the unknowns. We got A is equal to 3, B is equal to -4, C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 4 and also E is equal to 1. So I'm going to write everything together. A is equal to 3, B is equal to -4, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 4 and E is equal to 1. You see, it's a good idea to check your answer by substituting a simple value of x into both sides of the identity to check that your answers are correct. For example, here substitute x equal to 1. Substitute x is equal to 1 into LHS. LHS means left hand side. That is this part. This is our LHS, left hand side. We are going to substitute a simple value for x. X is equal to 1. So what happens here? We can see 3 minus 4 minus 8 plus 16 minus 2. This is how much? This will be 5. Now you see, we will be substituting x equal to 1 onto the right hand side also. Substitute x equal to 1 into RHS. RHS means right hand side. This is the one. See what happens. A times x square. A is 3. 3 times 1 square is a 3. Plus B times 1. B is minus 4 times 1. That's a minus 4. So 3 minus 4. Plus C. C is how much? 1. Plus 1. Times x square minus 3. That is 1 minus 3. Plus D times 1. D is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus E. E is how much? E is 1. Now let's see how much is right hand side. 3 minus 4 plus 1. That is 0. 0 times 1 minus 3, that is a 0. Plus 5. Now you see, left hand side is 5, right hand side is also 5. LHS is 5, RHS is also 5. So LHS is equal to RHS. Since LHS is equal to RHS, our identity is correct. So our answers, the values you have found for the unknowns, they are also correct. Now let's see our homework. Here are your homeworks.